And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lions Field here in Ken Mundy, Illinois for what looks like an outstanding matchup this afternoon as the South Central Cougars host the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes here on Wabash Catch TV. Hope everyone has had a pleasant and meaningful Patriots Day here today. Where were you 22 years ago today? Hopefully you got a chance to think about that. That's the interesting thing. The athletes we'll see out here today, no idea where they were 23 years ago or 22 years ago today. They weren't around. But we're going to acknowledge September 11th for you here today on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Should be an outstanding ball game. As I say, the Shoes come in with an 8-1 record. Just a fine record. They've been hitting the ball pretty well, getting some good pitching. And for that matter, speaking of hitting the ball, getting some pretty good pitching, the Cougars come in at 9-2 under head coach Kurt Jones. Good to see Justin Fleener back out there in the T-Town uniforms. He took last season off, both fall and winter seasons. Took a sabbatical to watch his son play high school baseball, his senior year. As Logan Fleener now playing, I think, at Milliken or something like that. I can't remember. But good to see Coach Fleener back in the uniform and back on the field. Justin Thiele did a nice job in his absence, but Mr. Coach Fleener is back and ready and raring to go. As it's a kind of a different team from what we've seen here in the recent past in Ken Mundy, as the South Central Cougars with no Aiden Thompson. No Dodsons. Dodsons are all gone. They've all graduated. So just a little bit of a different setup tonight. Zane Montez will be pitching today for South Central. He does a nice job. As Coach Jones losing how many pitchers? Lost Aiden Dodson, lost Anthony Bonara, graduated. It's kind of the nature of the business, folks, nature of the beast. You have folks coming in and graduating. It'll be Zane Montes on the mound for South Central today. He'll be pitching to Maddox Robb behind the plate. For the Shoes today, this afternoon, it will be Carter Haney on the mound, also a junior, just like Montes. Throwing to Brett Craik behind the mound as the teams, the managers getting their final discussions in with the men in blue. And we're going to have baseball. I didn't know if we were going to have a national anthem or not. Usually, it just kind of depends. We're running about 5 minutes late, so they'll just go ahead and start playing, it appears, today. Let's take a look at the defense for South Central. Starting around the infield, over at third base for South Central. Number 12 is sophomore Trevin Sidwell, Trevan, Trevin Sidwell. Number 12 is a sophomore. Number 7 at shortstop, Callaway Smith. He is a junior. He'll be joined at second base by Brody Markley. Markley, even though he's just a junior, wears number 10. He's a 3-year, this is his third year of starting for the South Central Cougars. Wears number 10. Over at first base is Colton Smith. He is a junior. Wears number 20. Around the outfield, Hudson Moore, sophomore in left field, wearing number 23. Out in center is Max Magnus. He is a senior, wears number 9. And Colby Bersot over in right field, wears number 2, also a junior. And again, the pitching matchup, or the battery tonight, Zane Montes on the mound. He'll be throwing to Maddox Robb behind the plate. Both of those players junior. So just one senior in the starting defensive lineup for South Central. That's Max Magnus out in center field. 2 sophomores, and that leaves 6 juniors for the Cougars. Up first for T-Town and swinging at the first pitch. That is Garrett Gaddis, and that gets by Hudson Moore. Gaddis will walk in for a first pitch double. Garrett Gaddis, Davin Werman, Mick Nieberge in the 3 spot. Mitch Kester hits 4. Brett Craik will catch today, hitting 5. Number 6 will be Connor Holscher. He's the DH for T-Town today. Devin Craik is at shortstop, hits 7th. Carter Haney pitching today will hit 8th. And Henry Thompson at 3rd, batting 9 for T-Town. Gaddis just basically went with that first pitch he saw. And it just cruised right out past Hudson Moore. Moore took a couple of steps to his right trying to get to it and could not. Here in lovely Kinmundy, Illinois. Game time, temperature. Well, let's just see. It's a gorgeous day. A little bit overcast, cloudy. I wouldn't call it overcast. Let's call it cloudy. That one knocked out to right field, to deep right field, and that is going to get over the fence for Davin Werman. And all of a sudden, T-Town jumps out on top, 2-0 with first 2 hitters. Home run to right for Davin Werman as he comes around and gets the glad hand from his teammates. He has struck the Shoes to an early lead. Mick Nieberge will step in as the Shoes fans are buzzing over here to my left. They are fired up. Can't blame them. First pitch in for Montes. In for a strike. Again to Mick Nieberge. As Montes looking for his first out. Pretty good contact on both balls struck. And that one goes over the head of Nieberge. Of course, baseball. High school baseball, 7 innings. Next to Nieberge, he popped into right field again on the run. That is going to get over the head of the right fielder, Colby Bersot, and in with a sliding double. Didn't need to slide, could have been stand-up. Mick Nieberge with the 3rd extra base hit of the afternoon for the Shoes. 3 hitters, 3 extra base hits. And Mitch Kester steps in. The Shoes seeing Montes pretty good right now. Montes right around the strike zone. But the Shoes, he's not getting anything past the Shoes. Next for Montes is outside. Or pardon me, inside and behind Mitch Kester. Kester playing in left field and batting cleanup today for T-Town. And he has a man at 3rd with nobody out. There's a strike. 1-2. Brett Craik on deck. He'll be followed by Connor Holscher as the Shoes of Struck hard and struck early here in this first inning. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. A throw down to first gets him. And a throw over to third, not in time. So the first out recorded by Montez. And Nieberger remains over on third. Catcher stepping in, Brett Craig. With one out now here in the top of the first inning. 2 runs already in. Third standing down there just off of third base. He'd love to join us. Oh, and that's a balk. Montes was kind of falling off the mound, and he balks in a run. So, he'll start all over against Brett Craig here, 0-1 count. Control hadn't been a problem here in this first inning. Swing and a miss there. That's strike 3. Oh, foul ball. He nipped it. Yeah, control has not been a problem. 3 extra base hits are what has been a problem. And a wild pitch and a balk. And the a bouncer between third and short, gathered by the shortstop, throw across, not in time. Trevin Sidwell looked like he had a shot at it, could not get a glove on it. Callaway Smith did, but it will not be. They can't get Craig down at first base, and that's an infield hit. Placed perfectly. So with 1 out, Connor Holscher steps up, designated hitter. He'll be followed by Devin Craig. Still just 1 out, 3 runs in, man on. A bouncer to short, snared, throw to second is dropped. As it looked like Brody Markley kind of lost his footing heading there to try to gather that throw. FCE4. Fielder's choice error on the second baseman, and still just 1 out. Now men on first and second. Holscher at first. That ball knocked into the left field, and it gets over the head of Hudson Moore. 1 run is going to come around and score on his horse as Holscher. They throw third, not in time. Craig ends up at second base as Brett Craig comes in to score. And it is an early big lead here for the Shoes. Single taking second on the throw. Now, with still just 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for the pitcher, Carter Haney. He can help himself out immeasurably here. Well, not quite immeasurably, but he can help himself out quite a bit. Little bit low. 2-0. Holscher. Well, pinch runner. Well, that is Holscher over there on third. And Craig leading off of second, as Montez has pitched himself into a pickle here in the first inning. He's got to come to Haney. Does have an open base, but that was low. 4 pitches, 4 balls. It is a base on balls. And that will load him up for the number 9 hitter, Henry Thompson. Sub in. Jake Busher will check in to run for Haney. As the Shoes have batted around with just 1 out here in inning number 1. Four runs are in. 3 runs are on the base paths. 2 with just 1 out. Henry Thompson at the plate. Fouls that one into the right side. That'll be second strike. Thompson steps in with an 0-2 count. Inside, strike 3 looking. Boy, oh boy. There's another one that Montez really needed and was able to get. So here comes Garrett Gaddis for the second time this inning. He's only seen 1 pitch. He poked it out to the wall in the right. Four-run lead as Gaddis steps in. He scored a run, doubled and scored earlier this inning. Montez fires home. Straight up the gut. That's a base hit, and it's going to score 1, maybe 2. Here comes Holscher, and coming in to score as well is Devin Craik. And all of a sudden it's 6-0 with the Cougars yet to come to the plate. Jake Busher stopped at second. So it's first and second with 2 outs now. 6 runs in. Davin Werman, his first time up. Left-handed swinger. Just poked it over the 330 sign out in right field. Watches the strike 1 come past. It's 1-1. As he bounces that up the middle, and the play's going to get knocked down. Ball gets knocked down to throw over, not in time, and the inning will continue. Brody Markley knocks it down. Runners will advance to second and third as Werman on first now. E4. Second error this inning has not helped the Cougars' efforts. 6 runs are in on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 2 errors. Bases are loaded. And there's a knock out to left field. That's going to get down and get to the wall in fair territory. 1 run is in. Here comes number 2. And to second. They've got the runner tangled up. It'll be a long single for Mick Nieberger. He's tagged out at second base. But boy, oh boy, 2 more runs come in to score. And after a huge first inning, the Shoes lead the Cougars 8-0. Back after these.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Welcome back. Lions Field here in Ken Mundy, the home of the South Central Cougars. They have dug themselves a hole as the T-Town Shoes have jumped out. Here's a look at the T-Town defense over at third base. It's Henry Thompson. Devin Crake out at short wearing number 2. Number 8 at second is Zach Nieberge. Over at first, Mick Nieberge, number 23. Around the outfield, number 24 is senior Mitch Kester. Number 18 in center, Garrett Gaddis. Davin Werman, sophomore, over in right field. And the battery, Carter Haney pitching to Brett Crake. First pitch in to Brody Markley is in for a strike. Markley at the plate, followed by Zane Montez, along with Trevin Sidwell, then Colton Smith, if anybody gets on. As that one is popped up off to the left side. Will it stay in play? No. Right over there by Kenny. Kenny Hildebrand over on one camera over there on the third base side. Doing an outstanding job as always. Maddox Hemrich over on the right side doing a great job. As always. That remains up Brody Markley with an 0-2 count. He fouls that one down the left side. Cohen West batting fifth, the designated hitter today for South Central. He'll be followed by Colby Bersot. Maddox Robb at the 7 hole. Number 8 is Callaway Smith, and 9-hitter Hudson Moore. And the Cougars need to, they've got a long way to go. They dug themselves a bit of a hole in that first inning. As the Shoes came out with 8 runs on 7 hits. A couple of errors from the help from the Cougars. Strike 3 looking inside corner. This, of course, a non-conference game today. T-Town doesn't play in a conference, and the Cougars in the NTC setting up for the conference tournament here in a couple of weeks. I guess that's probably 3 weeks. That one fouled off to the right side. We have, folks, if you like high school baseball, we have a ton of it here in the upcoming several days. As I'll go over the course of the afternoon. Just keep it right here on stations of Wabash Catch TV, channel 98, 99, and 100. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be at Dietrich. North Clay playing at Dietrich. We'll also have volleyball in Salem. Olney up at Salem. That one ball knocked into center field. Loping over, Garrett Gaddis will make the play. So here comes Trevin Sidwell. There's your replay. Somebody woke up Ty in the truck. Ty Landreth and Abby Springmeyer are doing a great job out in the truck. I shouldn't say that. They can turn my microphone off at any time. And probably would choose to do that more often than not. 0-1 to count. 2 outs here in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Carter Haney. "11 pitches in here to this first inning. That one is popped into center field. Gaddis drifts back, steps to his left, makes the play, and that will end the first inning for the Cougars. As 3 up, 3 down, we'll head to the top of the second. It is 8-0 in favor of Teutopolis.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be.
Clay County State Bank.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive.
Brody Markley and Zane Montez trade places. As Montez moves back to second place, Brody Markley will head to the mound. See if he can't be more effective. Excuse me. As Markley faces Mitch Kester, then Brett Craig, followed by Connor Holscher. Anybody gets in, Devin Craig. 1 inning for Zane Montez. 8 runs. All earned. As Markley strikes out Kester. Maybe not all earned. All but 1 earned. 7 earned. He did have 2 strikeouts. Gave up 7 hits though in the 8-run first. A wild pitch, had a balked in a run, which you don't see all that often. So a tough outing for Zane Montez. Craig singled and scored back in the first inning. That curveball came right back in. Didn't come back in far enough. Came back in far enough for Craig to duck his head. That ball almost flew. It was a strike. Full count on Brett Craig. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So here comes Connor Holscher. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. As Brody Markley throwing about, I don't know what number, but he's throwing a bit harder than Montez. There's a strike looking on a 2-0 count. Makes it 2-1. Good crew on hand here for both squads as that one bounces and rolls to third. The throw across in time from Trevin Sidwell, and Markley gets through a clean inning. We'll move to the bottom of the second inning, 8-0 T-Town.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome back to Lions Field, home of the Cougars. Stepping up to the plate, cleanup hitter Colton Smith. Tips the first one off. Cohen West will follow. Followed by Colby Bersot. Anybody gets on, Maddox Robb will hit. Curveball does not quite get back in. Carter Haney's little curveball has been close a couple of times. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. When I say a couple of times, I mean it's been close to catching the Cougars unaware. There it was. That was a pretty ball. That was a pretty pitch. And strikes out Colton Smith. That was a curveball coming back in, folks. Starts in at the shoulder of the hitter and comes right back down across the plate. You get an effective curve like that one as well. To Colin West. That's a pretty tough pitch. Haney continues. Strike 2 on West. He's off to a solid start here in this second inning, and a warning to the South Central bench. May have heard a little chipping that he didn't like. The umpire might have heard a little chipping he didn't want to hear. They clearly heard a little chipping he didn't want to hear. Chirping. A bouncer to the left side, fired across in time. Henry Thompson to Mick Nieberge. That's second out. Which brings up Colby Brissot. Number 2. And he knocks that one foul down the left field line. Got good wood on that. Haney in cruise control right now, though. Pops that one out into short right field. Just barely into the grass. The catch is made by second baseman Zach Nieberge. And that'll do it for the second inning. We'll head to the top of the third. T-Town with an 8-run lead. 8-0 back after these.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
First pitch into Devin Craik is out of the zone for ball 1. He swings at the second one and knocks it out to center, drifting over, making the play in front of the wall. Nice job by Max Magnus. So that'll bring up Carter Haney. And Haney pokes that one down the left side. It gets over the head of Trevin Sidwell, gathered by Hudson Moore. That'll be a base hit for Haney. He's 1 for 1 now after he walked back in the first inning. That brings up Henry Thompson with 1 out. Thompson, third baseman. He's had a busy day so far. Thompson struck out looking back in the first. Watches that one zip in past about shoulder high. As Jake Busher replaces Haney over at first base. The next to Thompson, 2-0 the count. Markley fires it out of the zone, and he's a pitch away from walking Henry Thompson. We're in the top of the third inning. T-Town leading 8-0, 8-run first inning. Nobody has reached base for either team since then, until now, with Carter Haney's base hit. And Busher running for him over at first. 1 out, strike to Thompson. The next one is a little bit low, and that's ball 4. So base runners on first and second now. For back to the top of the lineup. Garrett Gaddis, 2 for 2, a double and a single. Left-handed swinger. And is hit by the pitch. So that'll load the bases for the man who hit the home run back in the first, Davin Werman. T-Town brought their hitting shoes today. Werman with a home run, reached on an error back in the second, or the second time up in the first. And with 1 out, he's got the bases juiced in front of him. Strike. Since Markley had just walked a man 2 before him and then hit the man in front of him, Werman was going to make him throw a strike. And he has thrown 1, but thrown 3 out of the zone, and he is he has filled the bases. There's no place to put Werman. He needs to bring it home in the zone. Strike 2. And Werman tosses the bat. He thought he was on. Knocks that one out into right or left center. That's going to get down. 1 run comes in, and that'll be all. As Thompson ran back to second base, didn't realize it was going to get down. Busher comes in to score. That makes it 9-0. Bases remain loaded on the hit. And up high to Mick Nieberge. The way that Haney has been pitching the first 2 innings, you do not want to let the shoes get up 10. If you're a Central Cougars fan, South Central fan, they're going to get up more than 10 now. That one straight up the gut. 1 run is in. Here comes the second one. It's Gaddis the throw home. Not in time. So Thompson comes in and Gaddis comes in, and Nieberge with a 2-run scoring single. And that makes it 11-0. The Shoes are spanking the baseball tonight. Mitch Kester comes to the plate. He's the only Shoe with no experience on base yet today. Only Shoe that hasn't scored. He struck out twice. Bounces that one to third. 1 out is over at third. Forced out, throw to first. In time, double play will end the inning. As a wonderful play over at third base by Trevin Sidwell ends it, but not until the Shoes scored 3 more runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and we'll move to the bottom of the third inning. It's 11-0.
Dedicated, devoted, and driven. The folks at Amy Lee Realty are here to find you the home that you deserve. Born and raised in Clay County and northern Wayne County, the real estate needs of our area are Amy Lee's expertise. Check out Amy Lee's Facebook page for current promotions or browse local listings at amyleerealty.com. Or if you're looking to buy something new or sell your property, come into Amy Lee Realty in Flora to see what she can do for you.
Hi, my name is Landon Carter and I'm a financial consultant at Benjamin F. Edwards in Florida. Whether you're planning to send a loved one to school, preparing for retirement, or passing your wealth to the next generation, we have the knowledge and perspective to implement financial strategies that will help you move smoothly through life's transitions. Here at Edwards, our clients know that we are fully invested in their financial future. To find out more, Cole Duke and I invite you to give us a call at 618-508-8050. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans.
So bottom of the third inning, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for South Central, and that is a base hit. First pitch to Maddox Robb. He pokes it out to left center. And the Cougars have their first base runner today. Stepping in is Callaway Smith. Up a little bit high. That one is poked out to center. On the run, Gaddis has to come in. He's going to have it. Throws over to first. He might have him there. Ball gets away. Boy, he had the courtesy runner tied up. Who's that running courtesy? I think that's what that was. Lucas Bersat over there. Had the catch been made over at first by Mick Nieberge, that would have been double play. As it is, there's one out. Throw over. Not in time. 0-1 the count. One out to Hudson Moore. He bounces it to shortstop, to second. The throw over. In time. There's your double play. And that will end the inning. We'll move to the top of the fourth, and T-Town doing everything right. They lead 11-0.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Craig Holscher and Craig this inning for the Shoes. They had 8 runs in the first, 3 in the third. They lead it 11-0 as Brody Markley out into his third inning of work. Game was started by Zane Montes as the ball bounced over to third, throw over in time. Nice play by Sidwell. Looked like Colton Smith was looking for the baseball. I thought he had it, and he did. Here comes designated hitter Connor Holscher. Wearing number 5. He reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run back in the first. Grounded to third in the second. Ducks out of the way of that one. As Markley looks at the ground. That one popped into short right field. A drifting back play is made easily by Montes for the second out. Here comes Devin Craig. Devin singled and scored back in the first, flew out to center field in the third inning. And he knocks that one into deep right center. That's going to get down to the wall. Rounding first, the throw to second. That's going to be close. Not in time. And a stand-up double for Devin Craig. So with 2 outs, here comes Carter Haney. Looking for a little helpy selfie. He's pitching today. He's pitching well. And that ball gets away. Runner will advance to third on a passed ball. Popped him up on the infield. Actually in foul territory and coming in to make the catch, Brody Markley to end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 11-0 in favor of Teutopolis. Back after these.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Back to the top of the lineup for South Central. Markley followed by Montes and Sidwell. Anybody gets on, Colton Smith, swing and a miss. Carter Haney just mowing people down today. He has 2 strikeouts, both looking. He's faced the minimum, given up 1 hit in the 3 innings of work. Fastball that time did not come back in. That one curved back in, but low. Two and one. Markley, back in the first inning, struck out looking. Bounces a little foul ball off to the left. Markley, a third-year starter here, even as a junior. He started at third base, as I recall, back on that state champion team of 2022, right? A bouncer. And gathered, throw over in time from Devin Craik over to Mick Nieberge. Brings up second baseman Zane Montes. South Central looking for their second hit today. Montes flew out to center back in the first. Fouls that one back. I believe they're playing a JV game after this one. We're covering the varsity. By the way, as I said, we've got a ton of baseball coming up. Line shot right at Zach Nieberge. He didn't move. Nothing going right for South Central. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be up at Dietrich. North Clay Cardinals taking on the Dietrich Moving Maroons. That is a conference game in the National Trail Conference. We'll also be in Salem tomorrow night. Alney takes on the Salem Wildcats volleyball squad. Thursday night, it is North Clay at T-Town baseball. And we had a volleyball game scheduled, but that's going to be we're going to have to make a move on that one. That one has been moved from the high school to the grade school in Fairfield, so we will not be covering that one. And then Friday night, football night in Southern Illinois. It is Wood River, East Alton Wood River at Salem. Wildcats took their first loss of the year on Friday. Made that long drive up to Mount Zion, and it was an unpleasant experience. A lot of folks have unpleasant experiences driving up to Mount Zion to play football and basketball. 3-1. Here to Sidwell. He flew out to center back in the first inning as well. Both he and Montes. Sidwell watches strike two, zip past. He's just a sophomore. It's an entirely different South Central team than you may have been used to over the last few years. Steerike looking there, strike three, and that'll do it for the Cougars here in the fourth. We'll move to the top of the fifth inning, 11-0 in favor of Teutopolis.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Welcome back to Lions Field here in Kinmundy, Illinois. Of course, home of the Cougars, not the Lions. That's the Lions Club, basically, makes it Lions Field. Named it, I want to say, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. Major renovation here in the last year or so. This is gorgeous. Just a beautiful place to play baseball. Henry Thompson to be followed by Garrett Gaddis, then Davin Werman. Anybody gets on, it'll be Mick Nieberge. Shoes with 8 runs in the first, 3 in the third. And Markley, a little bit of control issues creeping in as he walks Thompson. That's the second walk of the game for Henry. Brings up Gaddis, who is 2 for 2, hit by a pitch, scored 3 runs. That's a pretty good day. The left-hander watches strike one, zip past on the lower outside corner. "77 pleasant degrees here in Kinmundy. Not much breeze, if any. Markley taking his time, throws strike 2. That was inside corner. And Gaddis thought it was inside, but it was a good-looking pitch. So right as I say, Markley's having control issues. He throws a couple of nice strikes to Garrett Gaddis, leadoff hitter, and maybe the most effective hitter on the Shoes. You'd have an argument with Davin Werman, who's got a home run today. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He'll never want me to say anything nice about him again. Here comes Davin Werman, D-A-V-I-N, W-R-M-A-N. Thompson leaning off of first base. And there is the second balk issued. He made the step to home and then stopped the pitch. That's basically the clinical definition of a balk. Markley in his 4th inning of work. He came in to start the second after Montez had a rough first inning. Markley's given up 4 hits, 3 runs. Score is 11-0. That one in the dirt. And taking third without a throw is Thompson. That was a wild pitch. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be up in Dietrich. That's always a fun trip. Nice booth. Catch a conference game, Dietrich versus North Clay. We'll be on in Dietrich around 4:25. Up high, ball 4. So Werman gets on again for the fourth time today. He's 2 for 3. Reached on an error back in the first inning after he homered earlier in the first inning. Shoes sent 12 hitters to the plate back in the first. And it ended on a base hit. That's the wild thing. It was Nieberge at the plate now trying to stretch a single into a double. Nieberge with a double back in the first inning to open the hit for his first at-bat. He got another hit and then was thrown out by the left fielder at second base, trying to stretch that single. He got a base hit back in the third, so he's 3 for 3. And strikes out there. Make that now 3 for 4. So here comes Mitch Castor. Castor, the only shoe not to get on base. The only shoe not to score a run. He struck out a couple times and hit into a double play. Everybody else having a great ball game as that one gets over the head and scoring without a throw is Thompson. Thompson basically advancing on wild pitches. Makes it 12-0. And that hit him. Kester finally gets on base. He probably would have rather got a base hit of some kind or a walk than to be struck by a thrown pitch. But he's probably happy to be on base to join all his friends. Here comes Brett Craig, catcher. 1 out of 3. And watches a strike zip in from Brody Markley. Kenny Hildebrand on the left field camera. Maddox Hemrich out on the right side. Those fellows doing a great job. Abby Springmeyer and Ty Landreth back in the truck. That lady and gentleman doing an outstanding job out there. My name is Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV as that one is popped up. Montez drops his hat and catches the ball to end the inning. We will head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cougars need 2 to advance the game, or 3 to advance the game, or we're done in the bottom of the 5th. Back after these.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
So 12-0 the score. Carter Haney heads to the mound to try to finish off what he started. If he gets hit through this inning without giving up 3 runs, the 10-run rule will kick in and this game will end. It'll be Colton Smith followed by Cohen West and Colby Bersot. Haney has pitched to the minimum. He's only seen 12 hitters. 1 base hit. That was by Maddox Robb back in the 3rd. He was erased in a double play to end the inning. So Colton Smith, Cohen West, followed by Colby Bersot. And a 1-2 count quickly on Smith. Only 42 pitches, too. This has just been a thing of beauty for Carter Haney. Ball 2 just inside. Right-hander. He's been mixing his speeds, and he's had his curveball going beautifully today. A little low on that one. Smith struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. Curveball, Steve Reich 3 looking. Uncle Charlie having a day, having a feast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 strikeouts today for Haney. And Max Magnus will bat for himself here in the 5th. And watch his strike 1 zip past. Haney trying to go all the way. And that one a bit out of the zone. Couple of errors in that 1st inning didn't help the Cougars much. And they gave up 8 runs. There's strike 2. Markley. Center fielder for South Central. Getting a look at Haney. Pops that one up. It is on the infield. Taking a look at it. Shortstop Devin Craik makes the play. Carter Haney in cruise control as Colby Bersot steps in. Right fielder. Watch a strike 1 go past. He popped it up to second base back in the 2nd inning. Haney's given up 1 hit. He was erased in a double play, so he's faced the minimum. 1-1 the count. This is a 9-2 team that Haney is doing this against. Whew. Two and 1. That one curved right back in for strike 2. And the Shoes are 1 strike away from knocking off the Cougars here in their home park. Knocked out to left field on the run. That's going to get down. That's a double all over it. Heading to second base, Bersot in for the double. So the Cougars were down to their last strike. And Mitch Kester unable to catch up to that one off the bat of Colby Bersot. Second hit of the day for the Cougars. That'll bring in Maddox Robb. He got the first hit. Looking for his second. He was erased in a double play back in the third. The next from Carter Haney bounced to first. Haney over there, makes the catch, and the game is over as Mick Nieberge tosses it to Haney to finish this one. It is a final now, 12-0 in favor of Teutopolis. Boy, we did not see that coming as T-Town scores 12 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. The Cougars finished with 0 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and just 1 remaining base runner. 1 base runner left on base. So what a fine pitching outing. Carter Haney goes the whole way. He gets 4 strikeouts, all of them looking. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, and just pitched a real gem. He gets the win today. Zane Montes picks up the loss. He went just 1 inning, gave up 8 runs on 7 hits. 7 of those 8 runs were earned. Brody Markley came in, gave up 4 runs as well through 4 innings as the Shoes improved to 9-1 on the season, and the South Central Cougars fall to 9-3. A dandy contest if you're a Shoes fan. South Central will probably just like a do-over on that entire first inning. So that'll just about do it for us here today. And remember, tomorrow we'll be up in Dietrich. North Clay taking on the Dietrich Moving Maroons. That baseball game will start right at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. We'll also have Olney at Salem Volleyball on Channel 98. So take your choice if you want to see baseball, if you want to see volleyball, and then all kinds of stuff coming up later on in the week. But that'll just about do it for all of us at Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you today's final score. It was Teutopolis over South Central, 12-0. So long from South Central.